Sarah!
Who is this?
Oh my god, it really is you! Sarah, from Riverside Middle School?
Victoria?
What are you doing here at Tom's wedding planning session?
Victoria? I'm Tom's sister.
Wait, what? You're telling me you're Tom's sister? The Tom I'm marrying?
Yes, that's right.
This is absolutely insane. The quiet little mouse from middle school is my future sister-in-law?
Life has strange ways of connecting people.
It reminds me of our school days. Remember how you used to hide in the library during lunch?
I liked reading.
Always with those depressing books, too. Good thing I stepped in to help you become more social.
Help?
Don't act like you don't remember how much I improved your life. You were practically invisible before I took you under my wing.
I remember everything quite clearly.
Hey, what's with that tone? And why are you using casual speech with me?
Should I not?
Don't play dumb, Sarah. What was our rule about proper language?
Ah, yes, the language rule.
And?
My sincerest apologies, Miss Victoria.
That's better. Though, something about your tone. Whatever. I saw you smoking earlier. Since when do you smoke?
People change, Miss Victoria.
Not that much. You're still that pathetic little girl inside, aren't you?
Perhaps, or perhaps not.
Listen carefully, Sarah. All that stuff from middle school? Our little arrangement?
Yes.
Keep it to yourself. Every single detail.
Why? Aren't they precious memories between friends?
Don't get smart with me. I mean it. Don't tell Tom and don't tell my family. Not a single word about our school days.
Are you ashamed of our friendship, Miss Victoria?
Friendship? Just keep your mouth shut and we'll get along fine.
As you wish, Miss Victoria.
And fix that attitude. I'm going to be your sister-in-law. You should be grateful. We'll be family.
Indeed. How fortunate for me.
Seriously, what's with that tone?
What tone, Miss Victoria? I'm being perfectly respectful.
Whatever. Just remember what I said. Oh, and Sarah?
Yes?
You better not mess up my perfect wedding.
I wouldn't dream of it, Miss Victoria.
Good. Now go fix your makeup. You look terrible.
Thank you for your concern.
And stop smoking. It's disgusting.
I'll keep that in mind.
I mean it about keeping quiet. Don't make me remind you what happened last time you disobeyed.
The memories are quite fresh, Miss Victoria.
Perfect! Then we understand each other.
Perfectly.
And Sarah, one more thing.
Yes, Miss Victoria?
Remember your place. Just because you're Tom's sister doesn't mean you're my equal.
I never forgot my place. Or yours.
Good. This wedding will be perfect.
Indeed, it will be.
Thanks for coming to the family dinner today, sis.
No problem.
Must have been stressful, meeting both families.
Actually, it was quite interesting.
Interesting how?
Just unexpected reunions.
Oh, that reminds me. Victoria told me something amazing. You two were classmates in middle school?
Yes, quite the coincidence.
Why didn't you say anything when I first introduced her?
I was surprised.
I bet. What are the odds?
Very small indeed.
Wait a minute. Was she that Victoria you used to hang out with?
Yes, that was her.
The one who used to come over sometimes?
You remember that?
Of course. You didn't have many friends back then. I was so happy when you started bringing someone home. Victoria mentioned that you were really shy back then.
Did she say anything else?
Just as she helped you come out of your shell.
That's one way to put it.
You okay? You seem tense.
Just tired from work.
You've been working a lot lately.
Better than thinking too much.
About what?
Nothing important.
You know what's funny?
What?
Victoria says you were her best friend back then.
Best friend?
Yeah, she said you two were inseparable.
Interesting that she remembers it that way.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just memories are funny things.
Hey, can I tell you something?
What is it?
Promise you won't judge me?
I would never.
I've been having some doubts lately.
About Victoria?
Yeah, I know it's terrible timing. The wedding's all planned and everything.
It's okay to have doubts.
But I do love her, I really do. It's just...
Just what?
Sometimes she seems different. Like there's another side to her I don't understand.
What do you mean?
The way she treats service staff sometimes. Or how she talks about her old friends.
Have you talked to her about it?
Every time I try, she makes me feel like I'm imagining things. But knowing she was your friend back then really helps.
It does?
Yeah. Remember how you were in middle school? Before Victoria came along.
I remember.
You were so quiet and withdrawn. Then that awful incident with the moldy bread happened.
You remember that?
Of course, I got so sick. But then Victoria became your friend. I even met her once at the house.
Yes, I remember that day.
She seemed so sweet and caring. Said she'd protect you and everything.
Brother?
What is it?
There's something I should...
Yeah?
No, never mind.
You sure? You can tell me anything.
It's nothing. Congratulations on your engagement.
Thanks, sis. It means so much having your support. Victoria says you two have been getting along great.
Does she?
Yeah, she's excited to have you as a sister-in-law.
How nice.
I know you're not big on fancy events, but I'm really glad you'll be there.
I wouldn't miss it.
You're the most important person in my life, you know that?
Brother.
Sorry, getting emotional. Wedding stress, you know?
Yes, I understand.
Everything will be perfect, though. Victoria's been working so hard in the planning.
I'm sure she has.
Want to grab coffee tomorrow?
Sorry, I have work.
No problem. Another time then.
Sarah, where are you?
At work, Miss Victoria.
Whatever, we need to discuss the wedding. I heard you're giving some sort of speech.
Tom mentioned it.
Obviously. What are you planning?
Just sharing my joy for the happy couple.
Don't get cute with me. Send me your speech. I want to approve it first.
I haven't written it yet.
Then what are you planning to say?
I thought I'd speak from the heart.
From the heart? Since when do you have one of those?
People change, Miss Victoria.
Not you. You're still that scared little nobody. Just with a better act now.
If you say so.
Remember the class presentation?
Which one?
When you froze up in front of everyone? Crying like a baby because you couldn't speak?
I remember.
I had to rescue you. Made you practice proper speaking for weeks after that.
Yes, in the empty classroom after school.
See? I helped you.
Is that what you call it?
What's your tone? You know what else I remember?
What?
How you used to bring me lunch every day.
Because you demanded it.
I was teaching you responsibility. And when you forgot...
I remember what happened when I forgot.
Just a little lesson about consequences.
3 hours locked in the supply closet.
Stop being so dramatic. I let you out eventually.
After the janitor found me.
Ancient history. I mean it about that speech. One wrong word and you'll regret it.
Noted, Miss Victoria.
And don't think I haven't noticed.
Noticed what?
How close you and Tom are. It's almost pathetic.
He's my brother.
Always running to him, always depending on him.
Is that what you think?
I know your type, Sarah. Can't stand on your own 2 feet.
You'd be surprised.
We'll see about that. After the wedding, things will change.
How so?
Tom will have other priorities. His wife, for example.
Of course.
I'll make sure he stays busy.
I'm sure you will.
I just talked to Mina from our class.
Oh?
She doesn't remember you at all. Neither does anyone else from middle school.
Is that so?
You were invisible then. You're invisible now. Nobody will believe anything you say.
We'll see, Miss Victoria.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing at all.
Do you remember Karen's birthday party?
The one I wasn't invited to?
The one I graciously got you invited to. And you spent the whole time hiding in the corner?
Until you found me.
I was trying to help you socialize.
By locking me in the bathroom?
It was a joke. You're still so sensitive.
Some jokes leave lasting impressions.
Remember all those lunches you made me?
You mean the ones you forced me to bring?
I was teaching you to be thoughtful, like a good friend should.
Is that what friends do?
Don't act ungrateful now. Remember when I covered for you?
Covered what exactly?
When you broke the window in class.
You mean when you pushed me?
Details. I still took the blame.
After threatening to tell everyone I did it on purpose.
Listen here, you little pest. I've worked too hard for this. Your brother's money is going to fix everything.
Everything?
My credit card debt, my loans, all those shopping trips. Wait, forget I said that.
Interesting slip, Miss Victoria.
I swear, Sarah, if you ruin this for me...
You'll what?
You know what I'm capable of.
Yes, I remember quite well.
Then, keep your mouth shut. Or should we revisit some old lessons?
I'm not in middle school anymore.
No, but I can still hurt you. And your precious brother.
Threatening my brother now?
Just stating facts. After all, accidents happen.
Like moldy bread?
What did you say?
Nothing, Miss Victoria.
Big day! Can't wait to hear your speech.
Yes, it should be memorable.
Victoria's a bit stressed. Maybe you can help calm her down.
I don't think I'm the right person for that.
Why not? You're friends.
Are we?
Sarah?
Don't worry, brother. Everything will work out exactly as it should.
You're being cryptic.
Trust me. The truth always comes out in the end.
What the hell was that speech?
Just sharing our precious memories, Miss Victoria.
Are you insane? You promised to keep quiet.
Did I? I don't recall making such a promise.
Everyone's staring at me. My parents look horrified.
Perhaps they're processing our touching friendship.
You little snake. Nobody was supposed to know.
Know what exactly? About the formal language rule? Or how you'd slap me if I spoke casually?
Shut up. You're making it sound worse than it was.
Am I? Should we ask our old classmates?
They won't remember you.
No. Should we ask Mina about the gym incident?
That was different. You weren't following instructions.
Your instructions, you mean?
I was helping you. You were pathetic back then.
Was I?
Always crying in the bathroom. Always hiding during lunch.
Because you told everyone not to sit with me.
That's not...
Or should we talk about the bread?
It was just a stupid prank. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm simply being honest.
Honest? You're trying to ruin me on my wedding day.
Like you tried to ruin me in middle school?
That was different. We were kids.
And now? What's your excuse now?
What are you talking about?
The threats yesterday? The warnings about keeping quiet?
I was stressed about the wedding.
About your secrets?
Please, Sarah, we can fix this. Tell everyone it was a joke. I'll make it worth your while.
Worth my while? Like those designer bags you bought?
What?
On credit?
How did you?
You've been shopping a lot lately.
That's none of your business.
New car too, right? All waiting for my brother's money?
Shut up. You don't know anything.
I know about the debt.
No.
The credit cards, the loans.
Tom's asking questions. His family is whispering.
Truth hurts, doesn't it?
I'll make you regret this.
How? More moldy bread?
You've changed. What happened to the scared little girl?
She grew up, learning to stand up to bullies.
Tom won't believe you. He loves me.
Does he? Or does he love your act?
What act?
The sweet, caring Victoria. The one who promised to protect me?
That was ages ago.
The same day you gave me the bread.
What does that matter now?
Ask Tom.
What?
He remembers that day too.
No.
He just didn't know who gave me the bread until now.
You're lying.
Look at his face. He's figuring it all out.
Tom, baby, please. Don't listen to her.
The bread incident? That was you?
It was just a prank.
I was hospitalized.
I never meant for you to eat it.
So you meant for my sister to eat it?
No, I mean... Sarah, tell him.
Tell him what?
That we're friends.
Were we ever?
Please? I'll lose everything.
Like I lost my dignity? My confidence? My sense of self-worth?
I made you stronger. Everything I did was for your own good.
By terrorizing her?
Tom, please. The credit cards, the loans, I did it all for us.
For us? Or for yourself?
My parents will disown me. They warned me about the spending.
And you didn't listen.
I thought it would work out. Once we were married.
Once you had access to Tom's accounts?
Stop twisting everything. I had plans.
For his money.
For our future. Our perfect life together.
Perfect for who?
For both of us. Tom, remember our dreams? The house we talked about?
The one you already put a deposit on?
You know about that?
The realtor called yesterday about the check bouncing.
I can explain.
More debt?
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Like the bread was a surprise?
It's not fair. I was a stupid kid then.
And now you're just stupid with credit.
The wedding gifts, they're already...
Already what?
I needed emergency cash.
You sold them?
Just a few. I was going to replace them.
With what money?
Your family's so rich, they wouldn't even notice.
My grandmother's ring.
I still have that. In the pawn shop. I can get it back.
With more credit?
You don't understand. The wedding venue needed deposits, the honeymoon tickets.
The ones you bought first class?
We deserved luxury.
You mean you deserved it?
I love you. We can start fresh.
The wedding's off.
No, you can't. I need this. I need you.
No, you need my money.
That's not true. Sarah poisoned you against me.
Like you poisoned that bread.
You little...
Enough. It's over, Victoria.
You'll regret this. Both of you will pay.
Goodbye, Miss Victoria. Don't forget to use formal language on your way out. Brother, I'm sorry about today.
Why are you apologizing?
I ruined your wedding. Everyone was so shocked.
You didn't ruin anything. You saved me.
Still.
No, I mean it. If I had married Victoria...
You loved her.
I loved who I thought she was.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
Why didn't you?
I was scared.
Of Victoria?
No, of you losing you.
What? Why?
You were so happy with her every time you talked about her. You just lit up.
Sarah.
I didn't want to take that away from you.
She was hurting you.
I'm used to it.
Don't say that. God, I was so blind.
It's not your fault.
All those years ago, when you brought that bread home.
I should have told you then.
Why didn't you?
She threatened me, said nobody would believe me.
I would have believed you.
Would you? Your sister who barely talked to anyone against the popular, friendly Victoria?
You're my sister. Of course I would have believed you.
I didn't want to burden you.
Burden me?
You were always protecting me, always fighting my battles.
That's what brothers do.
I wanted to be stronger.
Is that why you stayed friends with her?
Friends. She made sure I knew we weren't friends.
Then why?
She said she'd make things worse if I didn't play along.
And I never noticed. Some brother I am.
Don't. You were amazing. Remember when I got sick?
After eating that bread?
No, you ate it first.
What?
I brought it home. You saw it and took a bite.
Before you could?
Yes.
Even then.
You were protecting me without even knowing.
Sarah.
That's why I had to speak up today.
What made you finally decide?
She told me herself.
Told you what?
That she was marrying you for money.
When?
Yesterday, she was bragging about it.
That's why you asked to give a speech?
I couldn't let her hurt you too.
My brave little sister.
I'm not little anymore.
No, you're not. You're stronger than I ever knew.
Only because of you.
No. This was all you. Standing up to her like that.
I was terrified.
But you did it anyway.
For you.
For us. No more secrets?
Remember when we made that promise before?
After the bread incident.
You were in the hospital.
And you wouldn't leave my side.
I felt so guilty.
It wasn't your fault.
But I brought it home.
Because she made you.
I should have been stronger then.
You were just a kid. We both were.
But now,
Now you're the one protecting me.
that's what family does.
No more secrets this time?
No more secrets.
Promise?
Promise.
I love you, sis.
I love you too, brother.
Want to get ice cream?
Like when we were kids?
Exactly like that.
Can we get the super deluxe sundae?
Extra cherries?
Is there any other way?
Let's go.
Brother,
Yeah?
are you really okay?
I will be. Thanks to you.
We'll be okay.
Yes, we will.
Sarah, please, call me back. This isn't funny anymore.
There's nothing to discuss.
I can explain everything. The bread, the formal language. It was all just kids being kids.
And the credit cards?
That's different. I was going to pay it all back.
With my brother's money.
You don't understand. I'm in trouble, Sarah. Real trouble.
Clearly.
The banks are calling. My credit cards are maxed out, all 5 of them.
5?
The Gucci bag was on sale, and the Prada ones. I needed them for the honeymoon.
The honeymoon you planned with my brother's money?
Don't say it like that. I had everything planned perfectly.
The perfect scam?
It wasn't a scam. I do care about Tom.
His wallet, you mean?
My parents won't help. They're saying it's my fault.
Isn't it?
Please, Sarah. Remember when I helped you?
Helped me?
With your presentation anxiety.
You mean when you locked me in the classroom?
I was teaching you to be stronger. Like the time with Karen's party.
When you locked me in the bathroom?
You needed to learn social skills.
By being traumatized.
It worked, didn't it? Look how strong you are now.
Yes, strong enough to stop you.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Getting revenge after all these years?
Should I be enjoying it?
I made you who you are.
No, you tried to break who I was.
I was helping. Everyone said so.
Your friends said so.
The same friends who won't answer my calls now.
Karma.
I need $50,000 by next week.
Excuse me?
For the down payments. The car lease, the apartment deposit.
Not our problem.
Sarah, please. I'll tell everyone the truth.
Which truth?
That it was horrible to you. That I bullied you. That I only wanted Tom's money.
Finally, some honesty.
I'll do anything. I'll apologize publicly. I'll return the gifts.
The ones you already sold?
How did you?
Tom's aunt called about our family heirloom bracelet.
I can explain. I was going to buy it back.
With what money?
Please? Just talk to Tom.
No.
I'll tell him the bread was my idea. That I forced you to keep quiet. That I threatened you all these years.
Keep going.
What?
You're confessing so nicely.
You're recording this?
No need. Screenshots are easier.
You little snake! You planned this!
Like you plan to marry my brother for money?
I hate you. I should have destroyed you in school when I had the chance.
There's the real Victoria.
You think you won? This isn't over. I know people.
Like the credit card companies?
I'll make you pay. Both of you.
With what money?
You think you're so smart. Miss Perfect Sister. Miss Quiet Mouse turned Lion.
Are you done?
The wedding gifts. The deposits. My designer collection.
All gone.
Help me, please.
Use formal language.
What?
That's what you taught me, remember? To beg properly.
You... Fine. Please help me, Miss Sarah. I beg for your assistance.
Now you know how it feels.
Please, I'm ruined.
No, you ruined yourself.
I'll expose you.
Too late. I forwarded these messages to Tom.
You what?
And to your parents.
No!
And the wedding planner for the refund request.
You can't do this!
I already did. Goodbye, Miss Victoria.
Wait! Sarah! Tom, baby, please. Your sister is lying. She's always been jealous. You'll regret this, both of you. Watch your backs.
The wedding was canceled and their engagement broken off. Victoria, who had been spending lavishly on credit cards expecting to marry into money, fell into severe debt. She had been shopping extravagantly, assuming she'd soon be wealthy. These purchases led her straight into a debt crisis. Her friends abandoned her after learning her true nature, and not a single person offered to help. Her parents refused to assist, telling her to take responsibility for her actions. Now, Victoria works endless hours to pay off her debt, having become the gloomy person she once despised. Despite Tom trying to act strong in front of Sarah, when she told him they didn't need to pretend anymore, he broke down and admitted how deeply hurt he was. He had been trying to stay strong for her all this time.
Hey girl, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on top of the world right now. Milo is literally the most loveliest guy I've ever met. I spent a bit of time with him today and he was just so attentive. And you think he's just a waste of space? You're delusional. I don't get it. Why are you spending time with Milo? You know that he's supposed to be dating me, right? Do you not know your boundaries? What do you mean, why? Isn't it obvious? You know I have a right to meet up with people, including Milo, right? Since when am I not allowed to freely hang out with other people? Don't be stupid. I know you can, but you do know that I'm in love with Milo, right? Don't you know there's a friend code when it comes to relationships? You're just contacting me because you wanted to rub your encounter in my face, aren't you? That you're taking up his time when he should be with me? Have you ever thought that maybe you're tying him down too much? You better stop doing that so I can spend more time with him. Women who keep their men all to themselves are hated on a lot, you know? Milo also said that as well. It doesn't make sense why you're doing this, Samara. Why do you keep laying your hands on my man? Why would you do this to your friends? It's really horrible. This is the second time you've tried to do this, right? Why would you do that to me, to your own friend? Don't you think you're being a bit hasty by saying I'm trying to get my hands on him, Leilani? It's not entirely my fault, you know? Well, I did have my hands on the previous boyfriend I tried to nab, but they're just irresponsible. I can't help it. But I know that they can't help it either. Milo is just such a gentleman, and I wish that we could have a loving and peaceful relationship. I wish for that so badly, just for a man to love me. You want to be in a loving relationship with him? Excuse me? What is going on here? Why are you harassing me with this so much? Don't you remember that I moved away just so that I could get away from you and what you were trying to do? Why are you even in town right now? If you keep being all hysterical, Leilani, you're going to age like crazy and you'll be covered in wrinkles by the time you're 40. Maybe you should consume a bit more calcium? Do you want some supplement recommendations? I'll be happy to give you some. I'll also tell you some of the supplements that are good for when you need to diet as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I might have hit a nerve with that statement. Are you kidding me with this crap you're pulling, Samara? How far are you going to go? Or are you trying to make fun of me? Okay, you really need to answer my question. Why are you doing this to me? What have I ever done to you, Samara? I thought I was being a good friend to you. Because I want to enjoy my life and feel alive. What's so wrong with that? It just so happened that I match well to your boyfriend. But I don't have any intentions of stealing him away from you or anything like that. If that happens, though, it's not entirely my fault. You were pushing them away. Okay, that's enough. You're making me feel so bad right now. Don't ever contact me ever again. You're a complete homewrecker. You know that, right? Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd get so frustrated over something so small. You're such a loser, Leilani. Don't let this get to you. When we were students, you were always so bossy and telling everyone what they should and shouldn't do. You've never been cool. That's it. I'm cutting you off. I don't want you anywhere near me ever again. We are not friends, so stop trying to get involved with people in my life. Whatever you say, Leilani. You'll be nothing without me, you know. I am the only cool friend you have. You'll end up alone one day.
Hey, Leilani. How are you doing? Are you actually able to attend the wedding? I'm so happy that you'll be able to make the big day.
Why, of course I'm going to come to the wedding of one of the best colleagues I've ever worked for. Is it normal to be this happy about things like this?
Of course, because you've always taken care of me at work and have shown me the ropes. My goal is to be like you, Leilani. You're such a great person to work with.
You think I'm a great person to work with? Surely that's a bit of an exaggeration, right? I don't really do much at work.
No, not at all. It's one of my current goals to be a great worker like you. But I'm aiming to be something bigger than I am now. In the future.
I feel like that might be a bit rude, but I suppose there's no malice to what you're saying, so I guess it's fine that you said that. Anyway, I wanted to ask a more important question. The person you're getting married to, Samara, is it? What kind of person are they?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I could tell you a bit about her. She's about 4 years older than me, and I can rely on her for almost anything. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure she's the same age as you, Leilani. If you'd like, I'd love to introduce you to her.
Oh, right. I see. The same age as me, huh? Wow, it really is such a small world out there. It's just so strange how people end up together.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Have you met Samara somewhere before? Are you acquaintances already?
I don't know if this is the same person that I've met before or not. I'm just theorizing if they have the same last name as the Samara I've met. I just want to ask you one more thing. Are you happy that you're going to be married to your girlfriend soon?
Are you asking me if I'm happy about marrying the love of my life? Of course I am, silly. She's the kind of woman I need in my life. She's very strong and helps pull me along when it comes to difficult things. That's why I feel like I have to do my best for her.
Well, that's really good to hear, Will. I'm glad that you found someone like that. Sorry, I was just wondering who she actually was.
That's okay, but I'd still very much like to introduce you to her. I'm sure she'd love to meet at least one of my colleagues.
I don't know, I just feel that something is off, but I'll happily support you on your wedding day. I wish you all the happiness in the world on your special day.
Aw, that's very sweet of you. Thank you so much for those kind words, Leilani. Both of us look forward to seeing you on our wedding day. As a congratulatory gift, you don't need to get us anything too outrageous. Just something small is fine.
Oh, well, you deserve more than something small, but okay. Whatever happens, I hope you'll have a fun day to look forward to. Oh my god, this seriously isn't happening right now. Did I really just see you, Leilani, in the parking lot? Why did you come here? I thought that you cut ties with me. It doesn't even look like you're trying to do that. Well, I guess you found me, huh? That was really fast. I thought I could get away with you not seeing me. I knew you'd come around because you love me too much. Even though you said that you were cutting ties from me, you still decided to show up here to the ceremony. Well, I was sent an invitation after all, so it seems like I couldn't refuse this offer. Anyway, I have other things I wanted to ask. So first of all, what happened to you and Milo, huh? When I looked at the wedding invitation, I really thought it would be his name on it. Huh? Milo? Oh, right, him. Yeah, we broke up like a long time ago. When he opened up to show me who he truly was, he was just a normal and useless human being. It makes so much sense because he was dating you, and you're both more or less have the same type of personality. As usual, I am not surprised that you said that to me. You've been making so many snide comments towards me lately. Well, at the time, I had like 3 guys on the go at once, but I got so tired of getting all of their attention, so I dumped Milo and then the other one too. In the end, the one who remained is the groom. He's completely devoted to me. It's so sweet. He's so smart and caring and kind, and above all, very handsome. I see. Out of the 3 guys you were dating, he won, I suppose. I don't get why you do something like this, Samara. I thought you were more mature than that. Yeah, but of course he doesn't know anything about the situation I was in, and he'll never find out about it. I mean, have you seen my soon-to-be husband? He's really cool, isn't he? Also, he's an upcoming hire for this really famous company. He's still quite young, but I am sure he'll earn a lot more money from now on. Wow, Samara, do you seriously only think about your loss and gain from relationships? Don't you know how a lot of these men have loved you? Well, don't most people think like that? I mean, I guess I was in love with Milo for a little bit, but it was only for a short time. I just got so bored, you know? Well, I guess that also made Milo your ex-boyfriend, too. I guess he loved me, but he just always let himself wander too much when it came to the opposite sex. Okay, I get it, Samara. So how long will you be treating me as your enemy? I've not done anything to you. I suppose the grudge that you've had since we were students is still going strong. It's crazy. Huh? What are you talking about? This has got nothing to do with our student days anymore. I'm just living my life the way I want to. Besides, the person I'm marrying, Will, has no connection to you, okay? Why must I complain so much until you're satisfied? I think you're confused. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I somehow get involved with things that you do. It's because you made the decision to come to my wedding ceremony today, so of course you're involved. You need to take this wedding invite seriously. I don't just invite anyone and everyone. But to be honest, I just sent it with the intention of making fun of you with everyone from our school days when they arrive. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. You just want to watch me rot and make me feel completely embarrassed by how you stole my ex from me. How long have you been hanging around here for? This is actually really frustrating. Even though you lost your man so many times to me, you still showed up to the ceremony. Don't you realize that I sent that invitation as a joke? You do know that there are no more seats available to sit down at, right? I never wanted to go because of you, Samara. I haven't got a clue what you're on about. I got the invite from the groom. Huh? What do you mean you got the invite from the groom? How could you when you can't possibly know him? I came to the ceremony today because I received an invitation to come and sit on the groom's side of the venue. Even though you sent me an invitation out of spite, I was never going to support you and watch you get married. If you're planning on sitting on the groom's side, does this mean that you know Will somehow? Are you acquaintances? That seriously can't be true. You know that he's a really successful person, right? He's on a completely different level than you. The world that I live in is very different than yours, Leilani. Even though you don't know anything about me, it doesn't mean that you can talk down to me about my life. Hey, I know you very well. Ever since we were students, you were always the girl with a strong desire to get everyone's approval. Trying to stand out, getting the top score in all the tests we did, getting the first place in state for badminton. Everyone was thinking and laughing at you with how much you wanted to be noticed. Such an attention seeker. I don't get it. Even though you say that this has nothing to do with our school days, you keep mentioning it a lot. You remember things quite well. We should really get back to the topic at hand, since this is totally unrelated. I'm actually Will's boss at his company. Hold on a minute, what? I think we know for a fact that's not true. You do know that he works for one of the most well-known companies in the country, right? It would definitely not be the type of company that you'd work for. You've hardly got any qualifications to work in a top-notch company. I thought so too, but 2 years ago I was scouted as a programmer. Will also was hired to work as a programmer as well, okay? That's why as an educator, I have built a lot of relationships with people at the company, including Will. Will? A programmer? Really? First of all, we all know that you're talking crap right now, Leilani. Stop trying to bring him down to your level. Excuse me? No, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm being serious. He's a programmer at my company. Why don't you try asking him for yourself? He's a staff member of my company and he's a programmer. no matter how you look at it, being a programmer isn't just some fun job he does on the side. I thought he was more of a businessman because he wears suits all the time. I thought that he was an accountant for a big corporation or something. Well, it seems like you don't really know who Will is as a person. You hardly know a thing about him, Samara. As long as he works for some hotshot company that's famous nationwide, you don't care about anything else, not even his feelings. It sucks, really. Yeah, I get it. Don't get mad at me just because I exposed what you truly are and how you lied about being able to come to this wedding. I'll ask Will now about his job and other things, so please just wait a moment, okay? Surely he'll tell me that he's a hardworking businessman. Why the heck would you hide something like that from me? Don't you trust me with things like this? Wait, what? What on earth are you talking about? What could I possibly be hiding, Samara? You are actually Will's boss, and you work at the same company. How did I not get told this? Why am I only hearing about this information now? I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this, Samara. I didn't even know until I received the wedding invitation. But you did find out after you got your invitation in the mail, right? Why didn't you contact me and tell me then? I feel so embarrassed about this now. How could I not see that he was some kind of programmer? How come I didn't see that something was happening? Look, I just didn't want to get involved because I knew that it was going to be such a hassle. I work with Will every day. I was invited to the wedding, and there's no way that I'd turn around and say I'm not going. He's my colleague, after all. I want you to go home right now. You are ruining everything. I'll explain to Will that you got sick or something. I want you to leave right now. No, I'm not just going to get up and leave now. I will enjoy watching the ceremony until the very end. No, I've had enough of your games. You need to leave this instant. It is such a pain to have someone as evil as you hanging around. If you don't leave now, I'll call the security company and they can kick you out. I don't want you hanging around here just so that you can stir up trouble. That's all you ever do. I have 2 invitations, Samara. Why am I the one being kicked out here? I've come here to celebrate 2 people getting married. Not a lot of people do that every day. Because I have had enough of you and you're really frustrating me right now. Why is this happening on my wedding day? Aw, I'm sorry that things are tough for you right now, but I guess hang in there. It'll all be over soon enough.
Leilani? I'm really sorry for all the things that are happening right now. I guess you and Samara did know each other after all.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was her when I got to the venue. I could hear her voice loud and clear. She was a childhood friend and my schoolmate. When we were in high school together, I thought that she was my best friend, but now, yeah, not so much.
Oh, is that right? Wow, I can't believe that you both went to the school and were friends. Man, this is a very small world. Okay, so what were you 2 arguing about exactly? Samara seems quite irritated right now. She was talking to a security guard earlier, so I was wondering what happened.
Okay, well, I suppose you're right. We did get into a bit of an argument before.
Okay, wow. You were? Why would you both be arguing on a day like this? It's not the best look to be picking a fight at a wedding venue.
It was about a bunch of stuff, really. It was kind of petty what she was saying, in my opinion. We were childhood friends, after all. You're still happy to marry Samara, right? When you're together, you're happy, right? You don't feel anything negative?
Yes, I still do. But I'm a little bit worried about the situation now. Samara was always saying bad things about her best friend from school.
Wait, what? Why would she badmouth me for... I haven't done anything to her in my life.
Yeah, I had a feeling she was talking about you because there aren't many people named Leilani. And I knew you both were from the same area. She always used to tell me about the hate she had for you, and she would say just horrible things about you. Now that I think about it, when Samara was talking about you, it really did sound like it was all a lie.
Wait, it sounded like she was lying? What do you mean by that? What did she say to you exactly?
Well, I highly doubt that you were arrested twice for stealing, right? You didn't do that, did you?
Excuse me? Samara accused me of stealing? Is she insane? I don't get why she's making up so many stories about me. I thought she and I were friends.
Look, she always talked about this girl called Leilani, and apparently you were stealing things when you went to school together, and that's why everyone started to hate you. Also, during the preliminary rounds of the badminton tournament that you participated in, she said that she mixed laxatives into your water. I suppose that it was to prevent you from competing or something like that.
Are you kidding me with this crap, Will? Did she really do something like that? I don't believe this.
Well, that's what Samara told me. Then I heard that you were arrested for theft after you all graduated from high school. Apparently, you committed that crime twice, and that you ate gravel or something. It was getting weird by this point.
That story is complete and utter nonsense. You know that, right? And I don't eat gravel. Who says that? It seems like this won't work out unless I have a private conversation with Samara.
Yeah, I feel like I'm now stuck in a very awkward situation. I'm not good at dealing with this type of confrontation. I didn't think my wedding day would be like this.
I know what you mean, Will. I'm really sorry that you're having to go through this when it's supposed to be a happy day for you. Okay, I'm going to try and talk to Samara again about this. This has gone far enough now.
Yes, please try and talk with her. I would also like to request that the start of the ceremony be delayed as well.
Okay, that'll be great. Thank you. I'll go and give her a piece of my mind. She needs to know how ridiculous this all is. Samara, we need to have a proper conversation. I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore. I wouldn't try and ignore my messages if I were you. Will told me all of the lies you've been making up about me. Are you kidding me? This isn't a good time. What do you even want to talk about now? There's no point in having the ceremony. I'm going home now. What do you mean there's no point in holding a ceremony anymore, Samara? You do know that Will was really happy to be getting married to you, right? Why is there no point in doing the ceremony anymore? You're just going to leave a man who's devoted to you at the altar? Really, Samara? And why do you think this is any of your business? I've made my decision, all right? Why are you butting into my life so much? This isn't because Will and I work at the same company now, is it? That's not the reason why you left the ceremony, is it? Because it's kind of pathetic if that's the case. What are you even talking about? Why are you trying to talk to me? Can't you just let me be? You're so irritating. I know that your purpose in life was to push me down and make me suffer for no reason at all. So to show off that your soon-to-be husband works for a successful company, you sent me an invitation to your wedding. Then you found out that I turned out to be his boss, so you can no longer try to pull me down. That's why you're acting like this, right? This is why you've gotten so depressed? Because I outrank you or something? Why do you think I feel this way? You're the one who's made me feel bad. Everything was your fault, you know? Back then, Will told me that you gave me some laxatives. You put them in my water bottle so that I couldn't play in the tournament that day? I don't think it's a good idea to be having this conversation. I was just talking about my friends during my school life. I really didn't think that you and Will would ever meet each other. Like, what are the odds that you just happened to be in the same job sector anyways? Well, I don't mind if it's talked about now, but I wanted to say that I won the badminton competition because I worked and trained really hard. It's true that you were eliminated in the preliminary rounds, but I didn't care about you hating me. I just wanted to do well, and I think I did. You needed to get through those negative feelings you had towards me. You always stuck your nose up at me. You always looked down on people like me. You started acting like you were the school hero and that you could approach anyone about any topic. You used to always go home with me, but then you started walking home with your other so-called friends. You completely ditched me and didn't care about me. That's not... I didn't mean to. People just asked to walk with me, and I don't understand why you're holding a grudge against me after all this time. You're so annoying and always looked down on me like I was nothing to you. The same goes for when we had tests. You always got the top score in the class. That made you so popular, didn't it? Both good at studying and playing sports. Even though I tried my best, I could never beat you. I can't believe you're bringing all of this up when all this happened so many years ago, Samara. Then you started dating that guy, and I just couldn't believe that you'd betray me like that. You should have known that I liked him a lot. Hey, when I told you that he confessed that he had a crush on me, I told you then, remember? You said to me, don't worry about me. Just be honest about your feelings, so I was. I've always been open with you and tried to be your friend, but you made it really difficult for me. What else was I supposed to do other than say that? I couldn't help but feel frustrated and sad all at the same time. Look, I'm sorry you felt like that, Samara. I didn't realize that you held this all in for all this time. It's true that I may have underestimated your feelings. I'm really sorry for doing that to you, but you shouldn't let what happened in the past take over you. You can't hold on to what happened anymore. It'll eat you alive, Samara. But I also knew that you meant no harm. I think I was just making matters worse for myself. Thank you for apologizing. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. I did steal your boyfriend so I could get some sort of revenge on you. I wasn't really thinking about how you would feel about it at all, and that was awful of me to do that. Look, it doesn't matter. We don't need to keep bringing it up over and over again. I was so annoyed with what you both did. Either way, he was a man who couldn't resist the temptations of another woman. I don't know why men act like this and want to hurt women so badly, especially when they want to get with one of her friends. But I thought about all of this after I dated your 2 ex-boyfriends. I'm sorry to say it, but you really don't have an eye for men. Yeah, I get it, Samara. There's no need to start. But maybe you've got a better eye for men. Will is a really nice person. I suppose it's time for the ceremony to start already. What should I do? I've got no idea how to do this. Will must hate me so much right now for ditching the ceremony. I just thought there was no point in hanging around. Will is going around apologizing to the guests at the ceremony. When the bride runs away from the wedding venue on her special day, the most painful part is for the groom to stay behind and say sorry for what happened. If you don't get over here soon, Will isn't going to work it out with you. That's very true. Okay, I understand. Leilani, I really am sorry for what I did to you. I wasn't thinking at all. Also, thank you for everything you've done today. I'm just trying to help out my work friend more than anything. You've got to work really hard with him so that he understands what happened and what's going on now. You can't leave Will in the dark. I totally understand. I just hope that one day you can forgive me for what I've said and done to you. I didn't mean to do all the things that I did. All I wanted was my friend back, and you gained so much popularity over the years. Next time, you really need to tell me how you're feeling so that you don't jump to conclusions and create chaos in our friendship. Look, you're going to have to work super hard at gaining my trust back. I can't fully forgive you for what you did to me today because I didn't do anything to you. Look, all I want to do is enjoy my life, so let me do that. After that, Samara hurried back to the ceremony, but it was already too late and the wedding was canceled. She was scolded by her own father, and the groom's family were staring daggers at her. Will, who understood the circumstances, didn't abandon her. They've decided on a new wedding date and are now living together. Samara deeply regrets her actions on that day. Will decided to pay for all the expenses for the ceremony. He worked really hard at work every day just to pay off what they owed for the ceremony that didn't go ahead. He's also apologized to Leilani for what happened. To be honest, she didn't care anymore. She didn't think that it was something that she could easily forgive. She told them to keep apologizing until it felt right to forgive them. Maybe one day Leilani and Samara will be best friends again, but only time and enough apologizing will tell. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey Mom, are you there? I just really wanted to say that we were really grateful for you making it to our wedding. I'm really sorry that we hardly had any time to talk about anything at the wedding itself. It was one of the best, most happiest days of my entire life. And it still all feels like such a blur when I stop to think about it.
Oh, Max, you have no idea how proud I was just to see you standing up at the altar. I know how busy you were the whole day. It took me back to when I got married too, but don't you worry about not talking to me more. I know how much you must have had on your mind, son. For the record, though, I thought the wedding was just fantastic and really lovely. I was so happy that I could be there for you.
It really makes me so happy to hear you say those things, Mom. Thank you again so much. I also just wanted to let you know that I was going to take off some time next month from work so that I could visit home and we can spend more time together.
Oh, Max, you don't have to go and do something like that just for me, you know. I mean, you've just gotten married. I'm sure that you're still so busy. Not to mention the fact that you probably want to spend more time with Laura, don't you? I wouldn't mind at all if you went and spent some time with her and her family before you took the time to come and talk with me.
But, Mom, your birthday is coming up soon. Do you really think that I would ever want to miss something like that? It's no trouble at all.
You even remembered my birthday? Oh, I'm just amazed at how lucky I am to have you as a son sometimes. Thank you so much for saying something. Even I sometimes forget when my birthday is even. I pay so little attention to it.
Well, you know that I would never forget something as important as my mom's birthday. I mean, I do always help you celebrate every single year, don't I? Normally, Toby and I are always sending out a birthday card that we both signed. But I think this year you're going to be getting one from Laura and I instead.
You know that you really don't have to go and send me something. I know that you remember my birthday, and that's enough for me. Besides, I'm already so old and have had enough birthdays. You don't need to worry about an old lady like me.
Don't be silly, Mom. You're my mother. And I want to let you know just how grateful I am to have you in my life. I mean, you raised Toby and I as a single mother. And now that I'm an adult, I can really start to realize just how difficult that must have been. But I want you to know that I'll never ever forget what you did for us in the family, and that I'll always be there for you.
Max, I really am just so proud of you, son. Thank you so much. But I also want you to know that I hope you don't think you have to do this to be a good son to me. I want you to know that the best thing you could do for me is to live a long and happy life with a family of your own. That's all I've ever wanted for you.
Well, don't go talking as if you're not long for this world either. You still have plenty of years ahead, and I plan on doing all that I can to make them fulfilling for you. And so you better look forward to your birthday this year, okay? I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to see you on the day since it's a weekday, but I will see you soon after that, and we'll go out and celebrate then.
Please, Max, I am telling you that you really don't have to go through the trouble just for me. You just worry about finding enough time in your schedule for me, but don't go forcing yourself to make a visit to me if it's too difficult. You're married with a wife now, and you need to make sure that you're spending enough time with her as well, okay? I know that I'm your family too, but you have responsibilities, and I won't be the reason why you step away from them.
Okay, Mom, you're right. And I really appreciate you always giving me good advice like that, by the way. Anyways, you'll be hearing from me soon, okay? Looking forward to seeing you when I do.
I'll look forward to it, but just don't push yourself too much. I know that you're busy with your job, so make sure you're focusing on that as well. And don't forget that you're married now, too. You can't just be working overtime all the time now. You have to spend some time with your new wife.
Oh, I think that Laura's going to be just okay now with how things are, actually. She's wanted to be a housewife for a while now, and I think she's happy to have her chance. If I'm being honest, she still has a long way to go in terms of being able to actually take care of the house well, but I know that she's trying, and that's all that matters to me. The only thing is that she doesn't quite seem to have budgeting and now how to spend smartly down just yet, but we're working on it.
Well, if that's the case, then make sure that you spend enough time with Laura so that you two can communicate about that, okay? Even if you've known the person for a long time, marrying them can still present a lot of new changes and challenges, and it's important to approach those as a couple. So if you're having money problems, make sure that you're patient enough with Laura to explain to her what you want in a way that she can understand and contribute to as well, okay?
Of course, Mom, and I really appreciate your input. Those are all important things to keep in mind when moving ahead. I don't think we've really gotten upset with each other about it yet, but I'll remember to keep a cool head. I think we just need to talk about some spending habits is all.
Well, that makes sense. Just remember that you two have never lived together before, right? So before you really only had to worry about earning and spending for yourself, but now that you're a family, there's the two of you plus the future to think about. She might just need some time to adjust to all of this.
You're absolutely right, Mom. This is all really good advice for me, and I won't let it go to waste. Thanks so much for listening to my problems and for giving your input. I'll be talking to Laura about all that you said here.
That's my boy. I'm sure that you two will be just fine, okay? Now, you go and have a nice rest of your night.
Hi there, Mom. I'm just messaging you right now to wish you a very happy birthday. I'm sorry that I'm sending this message so late, but I had a rushed morning and then was at work for a long time. I just got out of the office now, so that's why I'm sending the message at this time. By the way, did the birthday package from Laura and I arrive at your house?
Yes, it did arrive.
Oh, well, that's just great to hear. I'm so happy it got there on your birthday. I was worried that it wasn't going to make it on time. And then I was thinking all day about whether or not it had arrived since I hadn't heard anything from you.
Well, I have to say, I was quite surprised at what was inside when I opened it up.
You're kidding me. Did we really surprise you? And here I thought we were getting you something that you'd been wanting for a long time. By the way, don't worry about the price at all. I know it might be a bit shocking, but it's your birthday, and we just wanted to give back to you.
Oh yes, the price. That was another thing about your gift that just really shocked me.
Really? I didn't think you'd be that thrown off by our gift. We just had our wedding, so we had some extra money to use, and I wanted to make sure you knew how much you mean to me. Consider the gift a way of saying thank you for all the hard work that you've done in raising Toby and I. I know how hard your life must have been and how we probably didn't make it easier on you most days. So I just really wanted you to get that gift and know how I felt.
And so that's all the meaning behind this old moldy slice of cake that you've sent me?
Wait, what? What do you mean, moldy slice of cake?
I mean, that's why I was so surprised. Everything arrived in this great big box and I was a bit confused. But then I opened up the lovely pack and inside was a piece of moldy, stinky birthday cake. I have no idea just where you even got a cake like that. And the letter that came with it basically said something to the effect of you never wanted to talk to me ever again. That's why I was so shocked. I actually cried for the first time in I don't know how long because of what you sent me.
Wait, what? I don't understand. What do you mean? Did you really get that in the mail? You thought that we sent you that?
What are you talking about? It has your name on the return address. How could you do this to me, Max? How could you do this to your own mother on her birthday? I thought that I raised you better than this. We had such a lovely conversation the other day, and this is how you show your gratitude? I just don't even know what to say.
Wait, no, there has to be some kind of mistake here. This isn't right.
What mistake could there be? You've made what you want to say to me very clear with your gift and letter. What else did I miss?
I mean that I didn't send you a rotten piece of cake or write that letter. Something is going on here. I would never in a million years send you something like that. I did send you a dessert, but it was a fresh piece of cake from a nice bakery. And the other gift we sent you was a really pretty watch that we shelled out a lot for. I remember that you're always talking about losing track of time and that the strap on your old watch was falling apart. So I wanted to give you a new one that looks really nice.
Well, I didn't get any kind of watch or cake. I just got all this. What is going on here?
I have no idea, but I promise to you that I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Unless I think I might know.
Hey, Laura, are you there? I really need to ask you something about the gift that you and Max sent me the other day. Did you by chance happen to send me a really old piece of cake? I mean, like, rotten and moldy old.
Oh no, did my little secret finally slip out? I was wondering when you were going to find out, but I just wanted to make sure that you knew how Max and I really felt about you, so I made some changes to your gift.
What is the matter with you? Is this supposed to be some kind of sick prank or something like that?
I just wanted to let you know how sick we are of you always interfering in our lives, Mary.
You mean that you really did this on purpose?
Of course I did. You think a mistake like that would ever really happen? Of course I sent you all of that on purpose.
I don't know what to say to that. Here I was just trying to confirm with you about what happened, but I had no idea that you disliked me so much.
Of course I dislike you. I hate you, in fact. Just why do you think you'd be worthy of getting such an expensive present, huh? I was so shocked and disgusted when Max told me what he was getting for you. I can't believe he spent so much money.
You know, I had no idea at all what it was that he was going to send me in the first place. And when I told Max just what had come in the mail, he was shocked to hear what I had told him as well. Even after we were on the same page, he was sure that there was some kind of mistake that had happened.
Well, there was no mistake about it at all. I just plain hate you, and that's why I sent you what I did. So I hope you enjoyed your birthday cake. And I hope you got the message. He and I want nothing to do with you ever again as long as we live. Do you understand?
So then you admit you were the one that switched out my real birthday gift with an old moldy piece of birthday cake? How could you do that to someone, even if you do dislike them? And I know for a fact that my son knew nothing about this at all, so the only one who has a problem with me is you. Isn't that right?
It's true. Max had no idea about any of this, but even he went way too far buying you such an expensive gift. What was he thinking with that? A watch like that would look way too fancy on a poor little nobody like you. So I took the watch that he gave you and I sold it online to make myself back some of our money that Max wasted on you.
You have got to be kidding me. You mean that you took the present that Max bought for me and you just turned around and sold it? I'm afraid that you are not the person that I thought you were at all. I had no idea you were capable of doing such horrible things.
Aw, are you mad because you'll have to keep using your crappy little watch? You think I care at all about how you feel? Get real. I don't care how upset you are now that you know just how much I really hate you. I never want you to bother Max and I ever again as long as you live. Do you understand me? And I never want Max to waste another cent on a no-good lost cause like you.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all. Why is it any concern of yours if Max chooses to use his own money to buy me something nice?
It matters because we're married now, and that means that his money is also mine. And I'm not going to see my money wasted on a parasite like you. I also want you to know that when you're all old and gray, Max and I aren't going to do anything to take care of you. You'll be on your own forever.
So you're telling me that you just want me to disappear from my own son's life? Do you really think that it's even that simple? I mean, I'm his mother, for crying out loud. You think I can just up and disappear without a trace? Get real.
Well, it's exactly what I expect you to do. If you have any complaints about it, you can save it. One of the whole reasons why I married Max in the first place was because I could tell that he was going to be making a ton of money in the future. But now that I'm married to him, I realize that he has you sucking up all of his money the moment he even makes any. You're nothing but a vampire.
You really think that I need my son's money to survive? You have no idea what you're talking about at all. But I have had just about enough of all this rudeness from you. Just where do you get off talking to your mother-in-law like this?
You think I care at all what some single mother has to say to me? You're a nobody. If you were somebody, then you wouldn't have been left all alone to raise 2 children on your own. It's already clear that you're not somebody worth having around and never will be. The next chance I get, I'm going to erase your number from Max's phone. So don't go telling him anything about this conversation or else I am going to make things so much worse for you. Do you understand me?
I have no idea why you're so set on trying to get me out of the picture anyways. I mean, just what did I even do to you to make you act this way? If you're really so concerned about the money, then I can just talk to Max and tell him to not buy me any more gifts.
You say that now, but who knows in the future when you'll really need money for all your elderly expenses. We won't give you a cent, got it? All that money is mine. Do you hear me? It's all mine.
So the only reason that you even married my son in the first place was for his money? Is that really what you're telling me right now?
Of course that's the main reason why I married him. What other reason would I have to marry Max, huh? Why else does anyone marry anyone if not for the money, huh?
I understand that may be something people consider before they get married, but that shouldn't be the main reason why you marry someone. And this is my son that we're talking about. Do you really think that you can get away with talking about him like this?
I don't care at all what you say because I know that I can make Max do whatever I want. I've come this far in marrying him for his money, and my only mistake was forgetting that you were here. So why don't you just take the message that I sent you and leave us alone forever?
You really are just terrible, you know that? How could you marry my son and then try to cut him off from the rest of his family? You have no respect for anyone, and you're one of the most selfish people that I've ever met. There is not a single thing that I can respect you for.
I already told you that I don't care at all what you think. The best thing that you can do right now, if you want to save yourself a world of pain, is just disappear forever. Then I can finally rest easy knowing that the person using up all my precious money will finally be out of my life. I want to be a housewife, but I don't want to be a nurse, and I will never, ever take care of my mother-in-law in the future.
And just who even asked you to do something like that for me in the first place?
Nobody yet, but I'm not stupid. I know that housewives get asked to take care of their mothers-in-law all the time when she gets old. This is all part of my plan to set up my perfect life now so that I don't have to worry about how to deal with you in the future. If I can get rid of you now, then we won't have to think about you down the road.
Laura, I am only 50 years old, and it's going to be a long, long time before I need any kind of nursing. Do you realize that? Besides, I do have Max's brother and other family that I can call on if it's really such an upsetting concept for you.
Wait, what? You mean you're fine just asking your family for help instead of me? Well, I guess I just never thought of that.
But now I see that you were only ever marrying my son for his money. You've really left me with no other choice but to go to him and tell him all about what you've told me.
Wait, what? No, you can't do that. You can't just share this private conversation with him.
Actually, I can, and I've already taken screenshots of you saying that you could control him however you saw fit. So I am sure that you will be hearing from him soon, asking to talk to you.
Hold on, no, wait, this is all just a joke. The cake was just a funny prank, I swear.
Just who are you trying to fool with that? And it really is such a shame, too, given that you and Max just got married. Oh well, better that this all ends now before it went any further, if you ask me. In the end, I talked to Max and showed him the kinds of messages that Laura was sending me. He was shocked to see such words being sent from his own wife. When he tried talking to Laura about it, she tried making up some lie to tell him, but he could see right through her. They got into a big fight, and finally Max demanded that they get a divorce. In the alimony talks, Max made sure that Laura would have to pay for the watch that she sold online, and he used the money to buy me a second watch.
Are you running your own bar right now, Paige? It's a bit strange for a woman to have her own bar that she manages, right? Could this be one of those girls' bar type places where only women are hired to attract more men in? I wouldn't be upset with you or anything for doing something like that, but I just never saw you as the person who would start a business doing that. Trudy? It's been a while. You're right. I have my own bar that I'm managing. It's a bar where I like to serve up more sports bar type foods, while also keeping the cocktails and such a bit more classy. So please, don't think of it as anything sexual like that, all right? I'm actually putting almost all my time into the place right now and have a lot of dignity in the place I've created. Oh? Well then, next time we have a class reunion, I'll make sure we throw it there. This will be for all our class from back in the day, so I can start asking all of them if they'd like to come. It's been a while since all of us have seen one another, so I think it'd be a great idea and loads of fun. That's all fine, but having that many people showing up to my bar might not actually work. Especially since I haven't talked to most of the people from back in school for so long now, and a lot of them might have moved away. We'd also have to work on reaching out to every single person from our class that is still close to us, and then work on actually getting my bar set up for all of them to come and party there. I have a lot of tables, but maybe not as many as we need. You can leave all that to me. I'll make sure everything is all ready for the reunion. And hey, you know about how I'm a pretty popular girl, right? So I'm sure everyone will know about the reunion soon enough, and I won't even have to go through the troubles of inviting each and every person. I just want you to do what you do there at that bar and get the food and drinks ready for us. Are you sure? Isn't that going to be a lot of work for you then? Maybe ask a couple of your closer friends to come and help you out. I guess I could do that. Well then, let me see if Connor would like to come and help me out. What? Didn't you used to like Connor a lot back when we were all in school? I'm sure you'll love being able to see him again if he comes to the reunion. Come on now, Trudy. I told you back then I was never really that into him. Connor and I were just casual friends and nothing more. And back in those days, I happened to have another man that I was really in love with. I'm sure you knew that yourself too, so please stop it with this whole thing again. Sure. Well, all of that was years ago now, so don't feel like I hold anything against you for it, all right? I'm sure that you are much more mature now, and that there won't be anything going on between us anymore, right? Of course, back then I was really up in arms about you, thinking that you were a complete witch. But that was only because you knew that I liked him, but continued to hang out with him all the time. But here's the thing, I wasn't around him because I liked him like that. I was around him all the time because he became a good friend of mine, and happened to hang out with the guy I had been crushing on. The fact that Connor didn't want to go out with you when you confessed to him is a completely different story, all right? It has nothing to do with me, and you should know that by now. So, can we stop talking about it and get back to planning things for the reunion you want to have? I know all about it, Paige. About your games behind the scenes. Connor and I were doing so well together before you came along. And the reason he ended up saying no to me must have been because of something you did. And I think what you did made him like you more than me. And that's not something I took lightly back in those days. I get that him and I were pretty close to one another then. But the only reason him and I ever really became friends is because back then I had a crush on his buddy Matt. And so I was always around Connor while around Matt. I was aware that you had a crush on Connor at the time, and didn't mean to keep him away from you. Was I ever trying to push you away from him? No. Did I ever at any point say that I was going out with him then? No. So just leave it be already. There we go. So you were with Connor all the time even though I wanted him. You really are the worst of the worst. If you saw that I wanted him to be my boyfriend, then why be around him all the time taking his eyes off me? I told you it wasn't like that. I never made any moves for Connor. Why don't you go and ask him about it if you're so concerned still? I'm sure he'd be more than happy to tell you what happened back then and why he never said yes to you. What? So you're telling me you never knew you were taking him away from me? Well, that just means you're a complete witch then, so it's confirmed. You're a terrible person and shouldn't be able to get away with that. I don't think you're even listening to me. Well, all of that is in the past now, right? And we no longer have anything against one another anymore from then. So let's get back on track and think about having this class reunion at your bar. When I've gone out and asked everyone, I'll give you an update and the head count. All right. Thank you. You were really stressing me out there for a second, so I hope you're honest about not holding anything against me anymore.
Paige, long time no see. I'm sure you've already heard from Trudy about the class reunion she wants to throw, right?
Connor? How's it been going with you? As for the reunion, she says she wants around 70 people to come. That surprised me quite a bit. I don't think she understands how everyone feels about her after so many years have gone by. Does she even have half of their contact information?
I never really thought she, out of anyone, would want that many people coming. I'm surprised myself here.
You and her went out to start asking people, right? I'm sure it's been a struggle for you having to be around her all the time again, but thank you for doing that.
It wasn't that bad for me, actually. I still happen to be friends with a lot of guys from school, and so I asked them to help us round people up as well. But on Trudy's end, I'm not sure she was really able to convince anyone to come yet. I'm sure she will at least get a few people that she knows to come.
I see. So you guys are still really close to one another then?
I go out a lot still with Matt to get lunch and such. He said he'll be coming to the class reunion as well. He hasn't changed a bit since school, if that matters at all to you or not.
Is that right? Well, then him and I should be able to talk to one another like we always did.
I'm sure you'll be able to talk with me the same way as well, right? To be honest, I'm still really sorry about what happened back then. I can tell I was still a child then, and I'm glad I've finally grown up now. The whole reason you and Matt were never able to be a thing is all my fault, right?
Would you stop that? That's all in the past now, all right? I don't blame you for any of what went on then.
But right as you were about to start talking to Matt about your feelings, I was confessed to by Trudy. And I let it happen, right there in front of you both. I feel so selfish for doing that to you. I'm so sorry, Paige.
I told you not to apologize for that. I myself never thought something like that would happen right then. You and her had always been a bit strange with one another, but I'm thankful you always stuck around me and Matt while having to deal with Trudy.
But actually, back then I was kind of into the both of you at the same time. Had I not let what happened happen, then maybe you and Matt would have been able to date. That's how I felt about the situation ever since.
Huh? Really? Wait, I never knew that you had feelings for me as well. Are you alright? If something like that gets out, you might be making Matt pretty upset with you.
Well, that was all a long time ago, right? We were both able to talk about things like that while laughing. He's even told me that he's really looking forward to seeing you at the event.
Wow, I'm a little bit nervous now. I'm really looking forward to seeing him myself.
I hope you're looking forward to seeing me as well, though.
Of course I'm excited to see you too. You and I haven't really talked in ages, so it'll be nice to see how you've been and catch up. I'll make sure to make up some extra special foods for you then as well. I hope you'll enjoy all of it.
Wait, you work at that Italian restaurant now? Are you working part-time there or something?
Huh? What are you talking about? I thought that this class reunion we're going to have would be taking place at my bar that I run. Since I'm the one running it, Trudy said it would be easier to have an even there since I can make the place private for the day.
Huh? But the restaurant that Trudy sent me a link to where she reserved courses at dinner is an Italian restaurant. What is going on here?
That idiot. I see what's going on here now. She told me that she had nothing against me now, but that's not true at all.
Wait, what's going on here, Paige? What's she planning on doing here?
I'll explain that to you in just a bit. Ah, this is not good. I'm going to be late. I'm sure that everyone is already there and ready to party, right? I'm sure right now you're freaking out, right? Oh, hi, Trudy. I was just thinking about sending you a message about this. I'm glad you thought the same thing. I'm sure you're freaking out over the fact that nobody's come to your bar yet, right? Well, that's because I'm going to have to cancel that reservation I had there for 70 people. I actually really hate your freaking guts still, so I wanted to make sure to take down your bar in one swift move. So that's why nobody's even shown up yet. But we're all here having a great time right now. Thank you for getting me all these people to come and enjoy my bar's drinks and cooking. Today, I think I might make enough in profits to be able to take all of next month off. What? What are you talking about? I knew about your plans to try and hurt me, so I made sure to make a solution to that right away before the day of the reunion. So that's why the only person that's going to be left in pain is you, Trudy. All of the people you and Connor invited have all showed up to my bar and are having a great time. Huh? There's no way that's the case. I already went ahead and told everyone that the event would be taking place at this Italian restaurant that I booked. I have a reservation there for 70 people to get course dinners and serve them tonight. And that's what I heard. But after talking to everyone myself about what's happened, they all understood the situation and decided to come to my bar instead. What did you say? I'm surprised everyone is just as friendly with me as I remember. All I had to do was talk to a few of them, and the news of what you were up to spread like wildfire. I really didn't have to do a whole lot to get them to come here. Connor even came and helped me out, and the transition was so smooth. Connor went and helped you out as well? Are you telling me that even now you and him are still a thing? Come on, Trudy. I've already told you so many times now that him and I were never a thing. Him and I always have been close friends, and so even now, him and I were able to talk to one another like friends. And well, as we were talking a little while back, he mentioned something that made me realize what you were up to. Connor realized that you still had not grown up and chose to come and help me instead. So, in other words, you're saying that Connor now thinks of me as a bad person? I'm thinking that everyone at this reunion now thinks of you as a bad person, or at least worse than you were back in school. You're like the same old schoolgirl that you were years ago, never maturing and staying the exact same way. I sort of feel bad for you for never being able to grow out of your kids' clothing. Well, if you've not been told this already, holding on to your past like that and trying to hurt me still is not something that will treat you well in your adult years. Why the hell is this happening?
The fact that Connor has gone to your side on this matter means that he is definitely your boyfriend. I'm sure you both have been together ever since school and never broke up. So now you think you can mess with me because I was never able to be with him? You're a jerk, you absolute witch.
No, no, no. Are you ever going to listen to anything anyone ever says to you? You were the one planning to mess with me first by making this reservation at my bar and then canceling it last minute. The only person who has been a witch is you. And it's not just Connor that's on my side, but everyone else from school.
No frickin' way. Why did you even figure out my plan? I bet you hated the idea of me being able to throw a reunion with the help of Connor and did something to win him over to you again. I've been fooled for the last time.
Come on. You are not listening to me, Trudy. He was the one to contact me first about all of this. And him and I wouldn't have never had anything together because he's already married now. He never had any plans of making things happen with you either.
Huh? Connor? He's married currently?
Yes, he's both married and has kids of his own now. That means no matter what you expected to happen, he wasn't going to do anything with you. And actually, Connor kind of hates you still, especially now.
That's a straight up lie. Connor and I used to always be so close to one another in school. And when him and I were getting people to come to the reunion, we both worked so well together as a couple. He was so happy to be with me inviting all those people.
There it is. You are just too far lost in this dream world of yours. Connor just happens to be a nice guy and wanted to help you set up the class reunion. That's all. He happens to have a lot of friends from school still, so he thought it would help you out a lot having him around. None of his help had anything to do with him wanting to take things further with you or anything.
That's just what you want to keep believing, right? He would never say that he hates me like you've said.
But right now, Connor is standing right next to me. He's been looking at my phone while I text you, and he's been laughing about it.
What? You're lying. What does Connor really think of me then?
He thinks of you as just another rude witch. You would always try to confess to him in school, no matter how many times he told you no. And even now he sort of feels as though you've been stalking him or something. I think he really does not care for you at all, Trudy, so just let him go.
He would. He would never say something to me like that about me.
But he's saying that about you right now. But if you really want to hear it from him, then why don't you just talk to him? I have no reason to really know about any of this since it's between you both. I don't care about who you're into or about who you think likes you back. I have a life of my own and always have had one, and it's never revolved around you trying to get with Connor.
No way. Connor? He's really thought of me like that then? I always thought that him and I were so close to one another. But you have ended up getting in the way of us once again, causing the love that we had for each other to die out.
No, I have not. I just happen to hang out with Connor a lot as a friend, and it was only because I happened to really like his friend Matt a lot. And even if he did start to like me or me him, I'm sure we would rather just be friends than anything else. So whatever you think's been happening between us has never actually been true.
But look, you got in the way of him and I. You made him look away from me and towards you. That's why he ended up liking you over me and wanting to hang out with you more and more.
God, this is so stupid. I only ever started to hang out with Connor because I liked Matt. And I never did anything else to make him like me any. He was well aware that you liked him, but he had other things going on that kept him away from you. So please, stop thinking of things like that.
But in the end, he never went out with me. Because of you, my love for him was never cared for.
That had nothing to do with me. Rather, it was all because you made him hate you. So stop blaming for your lack of being a good person, all right? It's childish. Also, you happen to be hated by a lot of people in school. All of the girls in our class hated you, right? Well, a lot of the guys started to see that and were wondering why people didn't like you.
What? A lot of the girls in our class hated me? That's just because I was the most cute girl in our grade, right?
No. They hated you because you excused everything you did to others by being cute and innocent. You were the type of girl that would put others down just to make yourself look better, and then turn around and act like you never did anything hurtful. That's why you barely had any friends back then, right?
I never did that.
Well, can't we use what you tried doing to me this time as an example of that? You wanted to make me feel terrible, all so that you could be happy and feel as though you came out on top. You really love laughing in other people's faces when they are in a painful situation, don't you? You really had to lie through your teeth last time when you said you didn't hold anything against me anymore.
I know that. Wait, about this place. The restaurant that I reserved for everyone. They're telling me I can't cancel the reservation anymore. So can you have everyone move over to this restaurant and come join me?
You have no right to be asking me something like that now. You thought after what you did, I'd just be nice to you again? You wanted to destroy my bar, didn't you? Huh.
I get that, but I'm over it now. They just gave me the bill for the 70 people they're expecting to serve soon. I can't pay for all of this. So the only thing I can do now is have you send them all over to this place for the reunion.
That's not happening. Most of them won't even come where you were to ask them right now. Nobody here is going to help you take responsibility for something you did to yourself.
Don't say things like that. I'm telling you, I can't pay for 70 people's courses meal by myself. Hey, please just help me out here. Tell them to come over and eat here, please.
What the hell do you think you're saying? You were just talking about taking down my bar. Having to run a business is not some kind of game to me. Had I not known about your plans to ruin me, I'd be at a major loss right now and would probably have to think about selling the place. It's crazy to think that someone would actually want to cancel last minute like that, right after I've already started making food and everything for 70 people.
But I told you already, I won't ever do anything like that again. But making me have to take responsibility for all of this is not fair to me.
So you've learned from this already? Then, when are you going to get around to saying you're sorry? I haven't heard I'm sorry from you this whole time.
Well, I'm sorry. I promise I'll never do anything like this again. So can you please help me out of this mess now?
Of course you'll never do anything like this again, because there will never be another chance for you. This time, everyone was more than willing to change plans to come to my bar. And the next time we have a reunion, you're not going to be invited. It looks to me like a lot of people from our class don't like you at all.
Don't say things like that. Please, if you don't do anything to help me, then I'm going to be stuck paying $7,000. I can't pay that kind of money, so do something.
I don't care. You started all of this yourself, so you figure a way out of it yourself, you freaking idiot.
Please, don't say that to me. Right now I have no clue what to do. You already told me that Connor hates my guts, and now I have to pay this kind of money? Also, I just had to hear about how Connor is already married.
Shut the hell up and quit that whining. You've been doing things that make people hate you ever since school. So stop acting like you ever had a chance with a man, when that chance was burned long ago.
All right. I'm sorry, all right? So please, do something to help me out.
Right now, I'm having a really good time talking to everyone I haven't seen in so long while making food and drinks. I don't have time to talk to you anymore, as I have this reunion to focus on, so I'm leaving now. Thank you for getting this large amount of people into my bar. That's the one kind thing you've ever done for me. Now that you've gone and lost both your money and the man of your dreams, you can go and get a taste of hell. After that, I went ahead and completely blocked Trudy's phone number and never had to hear another word from her again. Also, it turns out that Trudy never even knew where my bar was located, so I never had to have her coming in here after that. I understand now that this time Trudy wanted all of the people from our class to go and have a reunion at that restaurant without me. But after they all learned of her bad intentions towards me, she lost her chance and only made everyone hate her even more. Just like myself, a lot of the others ended up blocking her number as well, including Connor. As for myself, I was able to run into Matt again, and we talked all night long, even after the reunion had ended, and I was cleaning up the bar. And not too long after that day, him and I decided we wanted to get married, and it'll only be a matter of time until we two have kids that can go over and play with Connors. In the end, Trudy had to pay that restaurant the $7,000 they had billed her for, and after losing both her money and her mental sanity, she was on a road to clear destruction. She had actually tried running from the restaurant instead of paying them, but they had already called the police because they could tell she wasn't wanting to pay what they were billing her. So the moment she ran out the door, 2 officers grabbed her and carried her right back inside to have her pull out her credit card and pay. It was either that, or she'd be going to jail for the night and have to fight the restaurant in court over a bill that large. But she made the right choice to pay up, and will now have to spend the next couple of years of her life trying to pay for that, and living with the now known fact that everyone from school really does hate her. Now, let's be honest here though. All of that was well deserved on her part, and I hope she's not going to make any more stupid decisions from now on. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, old lady! Don't you think it's getting time for you to stop faking being my mom and just leave me alone? You really thought you could just meet my fiancé before the wedding saying you're my mom like that? When did I ever say it was okay for you to talk to him in the first place?
Rin, what has gotten into you? I understand that I'm not your mother by blood or anything, but I've been with you for 10 years now, ever since you were in middle school. I may just be your stepmother, but I still believe I have the right to meet that man.
In other words, you mean you're a fake, right?
That's not at all what I mean by being your stepmother. I have made sure to take care of you for the longest time now, like your mother. And at your age, now you should be able to understand that I've always wanted the best for you, right? Even though you were just some kid that your dad brought along with him when the two of us started to take things seriously, I made sure to think of you as my own.
That's nasty to hear from some old woman. Acting like you're so amazing for doing that, even though you never had to. You even went and acted all high and mighty around him by saying you're my mom. That's so freaking embarrassing. I had to explain everything to him about you after that, and it was a total waste of my valuable time.
But even your fiancé was willing to understand me. He didn't even bother that I'm your stepmother calling myself your mom. The only person that seems to be all worked up about this right now would be you, Rin. Now end that attitude, please. This has been the structure of our family for a decade now. Maybe even thank me for putting up with you all this time.
Thank you for that? I'll have you know that I'm never going to be thanking you for anything you've done. The thankfulness I have for you is non-existent. So there you go.
I don't think that right now is the greatest time to be saying such things to me, Rin.
I have to ask, do you actually plan on coming to my wedding?
Huh? What are you saying? Why do you think I wouldn't go? That'd be completely strange of me to not come to my own daughter's wedding, right?
Well, only if I was your actual daughter. But you don't have any daughters, do you? So, that's why I'm asking you to stay away from my wedding, okay?
Do you think because I'm not that forward with myself you can just get away with saying that? Talking down to me because I'm your stepmother, even though I was glad to make someone I never asked for my own. Don't you think you're going a little too far right now, Rin? I have been trying my best with you for these past 10 years, so hearing you say all these horrible things to me really hurts.
If you do end up coming to my wedding, you won't have a seat prepared for you. I have no reason to prepare a seat for someone that's faking being my mother, right?
Calling me a fake, though? I have always wanted to be like your real mom. After marrying your father years ago, I've done everything I could to show you that I care about you as well. Can you please respect me just a bit more as your stepmother? I've been raising you for a decade now, Rin. What's so bad about having me at your wedding?
Well, I just recommend that you don't come. Because I don't see you as my real mom. All you'll do is embarrass yourself by coming, so I would definitely recommend staying away. Because, once again, you're not my mom. Just some secondary wife, right?
You really are just having a blast saying these things about me, huh? Ever since I married your father, everything has been smooth sailing. And up until recently, you and I have never been at arms with one another. Why have you started to act this way towards me now?
That's because I finally realized that you're just a fake and that's it. Everyone knows that the real thing is way better to have around than some wannabe.
I'm starting to see that you really enjoy calling me a fake. Well, I suppose there's nothing else I can really say to you over text right now. I just hope you take a little time before your wedding to calm down a bit and rethink having me at your wedding. I'd like you to look at things as though you're an adult.
Do not come to my wedding today. You are just a stranger now, so don't show up.
What are you talking about now? Today is one of the most important days of your life, right? You are my stepdaughter after all, so I'm going to have to come see you. Will you allow me to please be there to celebrate your big day?
I asked my real mom to come today, and so there's no seat here for you.
Huh? What do you mean you asked your real mom to come?
My real mom is coming. Actually, I've recently been getting back in touch with my real mom after she started texting me out of the blue.
Huh? When you say your mom, you mean your actual mom?
What else would I mean by that? So, your life living as my stepmother is over now. I'm going to be cutting ties with you now. And besides, there's only enough room here for one mom, and so it's been reserved for her. I mean, why wouldn't I have my real mother here as opposed to some fake?
You really asked that person to come to your wedding? Are you really okay?
What do you mean by that one? This is my own flesh and blood mother. Of course I'm okay with her coming to my biggest day.
Did you forget about how she left you behind in middle school and got up and just vanished from you and your dad? You had a terrible time back then, right?
Shut up already! I don't want some stranger talking to me about my life. My mom had a lot of things going on in her life, so she had no other choice at the time. And she's the only one that truly understands what hardships she had to face then. So I'm going to make you shut up by ending things between us right now. I'm sure that my mom and dad will get back together with one another, and today will be the start of that.
I don't think that'll ever happen, Rin.
Compared to you, my mom's a way better mother. Well, I guess there was no comparing you both, though, because I've never once seen you as my mother.
Is that so? Rin, I completely understand how you feel about me now. After all the blood and sweat I gave to raise you as my own, you have made things very clear after all the horrible things you've told me recently. But I don't mind. After this, there will be nothing left for the two of us to talk about.
Just remember that I only prepared one seat, and that's been saved for my real mom. So don't bother trying to come. I never thought of you as my mom, you fake. So hurry up and get out of here!
So that's what you really want then, right?
All those that have been fake need to leave.
Well, whatever happens after this is not going to be my problem then.
Good.
I'll do the same as you and make this the last time I ever talk to you. But of course, there was never a close relationship between us in the first place, so this won't be so bad for me. Goodbye forever, Rin. I hope you have a happy wedding.
Things are out of control right now. Come and help me, Lori. Where are you at right now?
Excuse me, who is this?
Stop trying to make stupid jokes with me, Lori. Hurry up and get back to the wedding. If things keep going like this, I'll be in huge trouble.
Are you really trying to screw with me or something? Why would I have any reason to come back there?
Huh? Why?
I'm finished with you, Rin. And I even did as you asked and went back home. We had last talked an hour ago, so what did you think I'd have done in that time? What do you want from me now? You understand that I don't need you anymore, right?
Lori, please. I'm bawling my eyes out right now. Please, answer the phone call for me.
Huh? What are you even talking about? You and I are complete strangers now, right? Oh, wait. We've always been complete strangers. So after all that fuss you made about me, why would you think of me as anyone besides a stranger?
Wait, but I'm seriously crying a lot right now. Can't you see that I'm in a terrible pinch right now?
I cannot.
What?
And even if I could see that you're in trouble, I'd do nothing about it. You having a fit right now over something has nothing to do with me and my life.
I get it. I'll tell you outright. My real mom is crazy.
Oh? What do you mean by her being crazy?
Some messed up woman came into my wedding out of nowhere. When I had met with her before, she was never that way, but she began going through all the food at the buffet like a maniac, and now she's hitting on all the men here.
That's even worse than I was thinking she'd be like. But I guess it can happen.
And now my fiancé's whole family and all my friends know that someone like her is my real mom. Right now, I'm so embarrassed by everything she's done.
Did you never know that your real mom was that kind of woman? She had started talking with you again after so long, so I assumed you understood the person she is.
I didn't have any memories of her, and she started to text me again asking to meet up. And then we went out once to eat and chat about life, but I never thought that she'd turn out to be some lunatic. Even my fiancé himself was disgusted by what he saw from her, and at the moment he's thinking about canceling the wedding. Now the security is coming to deal with her. And Dad got so upset with me asking why I'd invited her to my wedding and ended up leaving before the wedding even started. What should I do right now?
You're asking me that? Why would you ask me?
I let my dad know the reason why I didn't want you to come to my wedding. But I never wanted him to get upset with me and leave over it. Go and explain all of this to him. He said if he doesn't get a good explanation for all of this, he's going to be done with me as his daughter.
Well, of course he'd do that.
Why are you acting like this doesn't matter to you? Do you not see how huge of a deal this is for me right now? He was even supposed to help pay for this wedding and other things, but now that's never going to happen. What should I do, Lori?
You asked me to never come to that wedding, right, Rin? So how am I supposed to tell you what to do now? I think your best choice now is to just embrace the reality you've just made.
Huh? What do you mean, embrace this reality?
I'm saying there's no turning back for you now. Did you never realize that I was the one paying for your wedding, as well as for you both to go on your honeymoon?
You were. My dad wasn't going to be the one doing that?
I was. We'd even talked about this at dinner, but as usual, you never listened to anything we said. Well, I'm not paying for you guys anymore, so you can go ahead and afford all of that by yourself.
Huh? What?
You are nothing to me anymore, Rin, and so there's no reason for me to pay for you, right? I don't even want to hand any more money to you, so don't expect anything. You're going to have to pay it all off yourself, so after this, make sure to work hard for all that money.
Wait a second, Lori. A lot of the people at the wedding are starting to leave, and I think the wedding has totally been canceled now. And my fiancé's family is all really pissed off. And everyone is asking for me to return all the presents I had been gifted from them. And if you're not going to be paying anything for this wedding, then I'm going to be getting into some really bad debt.
And that's all nothing I care about. Do your best to work hard and pay all of that off. I've also made sure to cancel your guys' honeymoon trip for you.
Huh? Are you serious?
If you really still want to go with your upset husband, or alone, then you can pay for that with your own money, right? I have no plans to ever fork money over to you again, so that's your only option. Take some responsibility for the reality you've just created for yourself. Now, I'll be going.
Wait, Mom!
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I meant Lori. I'm not sure what has gotten into me recently. But I had really just wanted to be with my real mother again. And maybe that's what made me start acting out against you, like you weren't the one that cared for me. After all, you were the one that stuck with me and made sure I was raised well. And so I still believe that you're my mom. You should be okay with me still calling you Mom, right? Please, let's just go back to being a close family with one another.
Huh? Why are you trying to act as though you've done nothing horrible these past few weeks? It's not going to happen, Rin.
What?
You have really pissed me off with the attitude you've given me recently. And so I've had enough of whatever you thought was okay to say and do to me. I cannot believe that the girl I thought was so cute and kind could turn out the way you are now. So believe me when I say that you are a complete stranger to me now.
You're going cold to me just like that? Only a few hours ago you believed that I was still your daughter, right?
Well, when you decided to make things the worst they could be between you and I with that gross attitude you had, I was at a loss for words. I'm pretty sure you and I will never see one another again, so have a great life. You and that fiancé of yours try hard to rekindle whatever love you guys had. Well, as long as that's even possible now. Go find your real mom and try and ask her for help, okay? The fake will now be leaving your life forever.
I was never being serious when I called you a fake. Forgive me, please. I can't make it on my own without my mom. Have you just forgotten about the past 10 years we've had together?
Well, after the way you've treated me, I thought it was completely fine to forget about all that. Really, I don't ever want to see or hear from you again, and your dad has pretty much cut ties with you now.
If the both of you are gone, then what am I going to do?
Isn't this great? You got to finally meet your real mom again. A woman that loves to spend money and is ridden with debt. She's even the type where if she gets the chance, she'll steal money from others. Well, go find her and ask for her to take care of you now. Goodbye, Rin. In the end, Rin was left dealing with a very upset fiancé, or should I say husband, since a week before they had handed in their wedding papers. He had had enough of her and her real mother, and so he began to move towards divorcing her. But Rin no longer had a home to go back to, and so she really was in a pinch like she'd said. As for all the money she'd had in her savings, it vanished into paying off the cancellation fees for the wedding. And now she's stuck dealing with a mother that keeps asking for her to spare her some cash. Rin tried to get Lori to help her, but Lori really was finished with her, and so she ended up blocking Rin and doing as Rin had originally asked of her. I'm sure that Rin is left wondering what she could possibly do now, but her best bet would be to listen to exactly what Lori had told her and find a job to start working non-stop to make back whatever money she's lost. And if she plans on keeping the money she makes, it's best she gets rid of that crazy mom of hers that'll probably suck her dry in no time. But as for Lori, her and her husband have made the right choice in blocking Rin out of their life and will no longer have to worry about whatever problems she gets herself into.
Hey Hilda, how's it going? I feel like we haven't talked in forever. How has life been treating you? I just wanted to reach out because I just learned how old you are. Man, I have to say that I was just shocked. I mean, don't you worry about your age ever? You should probably start looking into a retirement home or something at this point, don't you think? Just how many vitamins are you having to take a day just to stay functional?
Sorry, this is the reason you wanted to message me, Lindsay? I guess I just really don't know what to say at all. I was going to congratulate you on your wedding, though. I mean, I really didn't see my brother getting married so soon after he started his new job.
Well, I guess he must have learned from watching you what he didn't want to be.
And just what might you mean with that statement just then, Lindsay?
I mean that you're way older than him and you're still not married. You think he wanted that life for himself after seeing you go through it? I just don't get it, Hilda. How are you not married yet? I get that you're really into your job and that's all you think about and everything, but you think that you would have at least met one other person to be in a relationship with? I don't know how I could live with myself if I were you. It must feel just absolutely soul-crushing to be a woman of age and know that you have no one special to come home to after work. I just don't know how I'd ever be able to do something like that.
I really don't feel that way at all, if you must know. I don't have any problem at all with not being married. I'm actually very happy with my life like this, and I don't really feel the need to go out and do something like that. And just what's the rush to get married anyways? That's something that I've never been able to understand about this craze for getting married so young. I mean, even my little brother Sam, who you're married to now, was already talking about how badly he wanted to get married as soon as he got out of college. I just really don't get what the point of wanting to rush into something like that is. It seems like it would make way more sense for something like that to come naturally.
What's the point in waiting to get married any longer after you've already secured a job? That's just what comes next in any adult life. First, you get a job, then you get married, then you have kids. So as you can see, you have a lot of catching up to do, you old hack.
Okay, Lindsay, I don't know why you're even acting so surprised about my age. After all, you are 25 years old, aren't you? So I get why you would want to marry a young man like my brother. But you do realize that he's still technically a college student, right? He was only given his job offer, but he literally hasn't even started working yet.
And so what if I'm 25 years old? It's about making the most of the time while you have it. And I'm not going to let myself go to waste just to end up some shriveled up old hack like you. I honestly don't even know how you can live with yourself the way you are. It's just sad, really. I mean, don't you have any shame about your life at all?
I really think that you're being quite rude to me right now. I don't want to get married. I don't see the point in getting married so early, and I think those are both perfectly fair points to hold. If you're getting married because it's something you both want to do, then I think that is just great, Lindsay. I mean, I've talked to Sam about this, and even he can't believe that he's getting married so young. But as long as you both are happy, I don't have any kind of objections.
You don't know what you're talking about at all. Sam was never nervous about marrying me. He was nervous about whether or not he was going to be offered his job or not. He knew that I wanted to quit mine and become a housewife, so he knew that this marriage wouldn't work unless he had a job first. And now I'm going to get married and live my dream life. Especially compared to you. Now I want to have to grind myself down to nothing for some company that doesn't care at all about me. Does that sound familiar, Hilda? I'm really sorry if it does. I didn't mean to touch a nerve. Maybe you should have just swallowed your pride and gotten married when you were younger and had a chance to.
Right, well, I am glad that you and Sam are so sure about this wedding working out then. I suppose that I'll see you at the wedding itself then.
Wait a second. What do you mean you're going to see us at the wedding? Don't tell me that you are going to come to Sam and I's wedding.
Well, yes, he is my little brother after all. I was very much planning on being there if you really want to know.
So you're really going to come to the wedding then? You're being serious about that? You are actually going to be present at the wedding? That is going to be held between Sam and I? Just what the heck do you think you're even going to do there at the wedding, huh? What would even be the point of you showing up?
I'm not quite sure that I understand what you mean by that. I mean, like I just said, it's my little brother's wedding. I was going to go there so that I could help him celebrate and be with my family to watch him get married. Does that really not make any sense to you?
But to do what? Why are you going to be there? I want to know what exactly is it in your plan on doing at Sam and I's wedding.
I am really sorry to keep asking, Lindsay, but I really am not sure about what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by what do I intend to do there. I was just going to participate like everyone else and help you both celebrate. Does that make sense to you?
So you're really just going to show up to a wedding for young people and not be slightly embarrassed about all of that? Even though you're so old and unmarried? You do know that basically everyone there is going to be in their 20s, don't you? There isn't a place for you with that kind of crowd, Hilda. Just think about it. You're already in your 30s. You won't understand a word of our slang and you'll complain that the music is too loud and that your back hurts. There will just be too big a generation gap between you and the other guests.
I am sure that a lot of your and Sam's friends are going to be there and that they are going to be a fair bit younger than I am. But I imagine your families are also invited to be there, right? So I'm going to go there as part of the family and be there for my little brother's wedding, okay? I really am not going to the wedding to try and make friends with your friends or anything like that, if that was what you were worried about. But either way, I really don't care about how old anyone is there because that isn't even what the wedding is about, right?
Of course that's what the wedding is about. How can you say it doesn't matter how old you are? You really don't think that you can just come and that you won't cause any problems for the wedding, right? Do you have dementia or something? Is that why you're thinking this way?
Lindsay, I really think that you are going too far with all of these insults, and I would appreciate it if you stopped it. I have already talked to Sam about this, and he knows that I intend to be there for the wedding. I am his family. I am his older sister, and I have a right to be there whether you like it or not.
You really think it's your right to be at the wedding? You must have hit your head or something. Why on earth do you think that this is how it works at all? You really are too much. You're an unmarried 30-year-old woman. As far as I'm concerned, you've already given up all your rights.
So you're not really going to try and meet me halfway or compromise on this at all? You do realize that all you're doing is getting yourself in deeper and deeper trouble at this point, don't you?
There you go again, just talking this nonsense. You really shouldn't forget to take your pills, Grandma. And just what do you know about me, huh? What makes you think that I'm getting into any trouble?
This whole conversation is just getting rather ridiculous for me, Lindsay. I don't want to be insulted by you anymore. Let me just say that I am going to be at the wedding, but I am more than happy to avoid you and your friends if you are so concerned that my presence is going to be a problem there.
You really have some nerve showing up to this wedding of youth. Do you know that? I really didn't think that I'd see you. I had hoped that you were sufficiently warned the last time that we talked, but I guess I didn't go far enough, did I? I should have known that I would have had to repeat myself way more for a brittle old woman like you to get what I was saying through your thick skull.
You keep making fun of my mental acuity, but what about you? Did you hit your head or something? Just what on earth made you think that doing that was a good idea? Why would you do something like that?
If you were looking for someone to blame, you can start with yourself. You can start with yourself. You know that I warned you not to come before, and yet you decided to show up anyways. You were practically asking for it.
What are you talking about, Lindsay? What did I even do that was wrong? I don't understand it all. All I wanted to do was be there for my little brother on his wedding day. But instead, you run up to me and punched me right in the gut. I felt like I was about to puke. Did you know that? I could hardly breathe after that. Why would you hit someone and act so violently on your own wedding day? You're a terrible person, do you know that? I had no idea you were capable of something like that.
Oh, please. Don't make such a big deal over it. I barely even hit you that hard. I just wanted to pay you back a little for not listening to me when I told you not to come. If you chose to run away from the venue like you did, then that's also on you. Don't you dare try to put the blame on me for any of this. Do you understand?
You still assaulted me. You do realize that that's illegal, don't you? Why would you even want to act that violently at your own wedding? I just don't understand it at all.
Oh, please. Quit being such a big baby. I must have forgotten I was dealing with a fragile old woman when I hit you, but I told you that this wedding was going to be for young people only, and that you weren't welcome here.
Can you please just stop with this younger than you business? It is seriously annoying, and you have taken it way too far now. I get that when you're young, you might think that you're on top of the world and that you look down on old people. But you are taking this way too far and just being unreasonable now. I have tried to be patient with you as my brother's fiancé. But even I have my limits, and you have most certainly crossed them. I mean, the fact that I even have to explain to you that it's wrong to hit people. It's just ridiculous. You're crazy, do you know that? Why would you do something like this?
Oh, please. How dare you try to lecture me? Just because you're older doesn't mean that you're wiser or smarter than me, or that you can boss me around. You're just jealous because you're almost 10 years older than your little brother, and you're still not married. You were making the whole venue smell like mothballs and old people. That's why I had to think of something to get you out of there as fast as I could. You were ruining everything with your horrible oldness.
Okay, this is just stupid. I don't have to put up with this. If you're really going to act in this way, then I think I'll just go home. You're not worth the effort at all. Do you realize that?
Well, good. Get out of here. You were never ever welcomed here to begin with. I hope you didn't forget your walker for your trip home, you old hag. Leave and never come back. You were never even wanted here in the first place.
I don't even know why you're insisting that this wedding is for young people only. That really doesn't even make sense with our parents all here as well.
Well, of course our parents were going to go home, but only because I have them special permission and told them it was okay. Something that I specifically didn't say to you.
You are seriously just delusional if you think that any of this makes sense or that this is any way to treat another person. I just can't even deal with you anymore. So I'll do as you say and just go home then. But you better know that you are going to regret what you've done to me and that nothing you're saying is going to change what happens next. Don't say that I didn't warn you.
There you go again with your melted brain rumblings. You really think that you can do anything to me at all? The only thing that I regret is not kicking you out of here sooner. I should have tossed you out the moment I saw you.
Right, then I guess I'll just be heading off. I've had enough of this from you. You're a horrible woman. You'll make a horrible wife. And I would be surprised if you even make it through the wedding.
Pick up the phone right now. Can't you see that I've been calling you this whole time? Why wouldn't you answer your phone? I thought that old people were supposed to love talking on the phone and hated texting. So when you see that you're getting a call from me, you pick it up right away, got it? Things are falling apart here and I want an explanation for what's going on.
Oh, are things not going so well for you at your wedding? I'm terribly sorry to hear that. But don't say that I didn't warn you. And you have got to be joking if you think that I'd ever want to talk to you on the phone after the way you treated me today. I would rather lose my hearing.
Please, don't be like this. Lindsay, I'm really serious. This is an emergency. Please, you have to help me.
I don't understand what you want me to do now. I did just as you said and left your wedding to go home. That is what you wanted me to do, isn't it?
So then you really did go all the way back home. Why would you do that? What's the matter with you? I need you to get back here to the wedding venue right this second.
You really want me to come back and be at your wedding even after you punched me in the gut? Are you sure about that, Lindsay? You really must be one of the most selfish women that I've ever met. I don't think I've ever known someone as self-centered and crazy as you are.
Please, Hilda. We don't have time for this. Just get back here right now. Things are seriously falling apart and I really, really need you right now. It's an emergency, okay?
I suppose the emergency is that my brother heard what you did and that's why the whole wedding is falling apart around you, isn't it? Or maybe he heard about you wouldn't stop making fun of me and saying all kinds of horrible things to me. But all the while, you had no idea that I was actually the president of the company where Sam got his job. You really are a moron. Do you know that? You were already stupid for assaulting someone for no reason. But you didn't even realize the mistake you were making.
But how was I supposed to know that you were the president of the company that Sam got his job offer from? I seriously had no idea what you even did for a living. And Sam never ever mentioned that he only had his job because of his connection to you. He never told me so. How was I supposed to know? None of this is my fault. But I heard that you told Sam that you were going to take back your job offer to him. Please, you can't do that to him for something that I did. This isn't fair on anyone, right?
And just why isn't it fair for me to do that? I don't want anything to do with a crazy woman like you ever again. You were just horrible, and I want you out of my life as soon as possible. And if I want that to really happen, it means that I have to find every way to cut you out of my life. In this case, that just so happens to include my relationship with Sam too. So, I just can't let him work in my company where I would run the risk of running into or even having to hear about you. It was a pretty cut and dry decision to me.
No, that still doesn't make any sense. I mean, why does Sam have to lose his job just because you don't want to deal with me? Don't you think that's taking things so far?
Sorry, you misunderstand. He's not being fired at all because he still doesn't have the job. We sent him an offer. But there was still a lot of paperwork in between that and him actually working for me. So I withdrew our offer to him and wished him the best of luck in finding another job. Or rather, I think he would rather have had more time to find backup jobs if not for you. I heard that you put most of the work for the wedding planning on him as well. And whenever he said that he wanted to try and focus on job hunting, you would threaten to break up with him. And my brother, being the kind boy that he is, agreed to go along with the wedding plan so that he didn't disappoint you.
I just wanted a husband who was always going to put me first, and I thought that this would be a good way to test him. I didn't want a husband who didn't even have time for a relationship because he was too busy working like you.
Well, you probably could have thought of a better way to go about that. Because if Sam doesn't have a job, then you're not going to be able to be a housewife like you always wanted to be.
Please, you can't do this. Please, don't take away your brother's job like this. I promise that I apologize to you for everything that I've said up to now. I really didn't realize what I was doing at all. I only want to marry your brother. Is that really so bad? Haven't you already done enough to ruin my actual wedding? Can't you just leave things as they are and let Sam and I get married in peace without any more drama?
Are you really trying to pin all of this on me right now? Let's not forget that you were the one who ran to me and punched me, okay? You overreacted by several miles, and now you're going to try and pin something that is entirely your fault on me. You seriously need to wake up.
Just shut up, you old hag. You don't know what you're talking about at all. You're ruining my life. You're literally the reason my wedding is falling apart, and you need to do something to fix it right now. I'm really serious.
I don't care how serious you are. I am not going to change my mind. And nothing you say is going to change that at all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go to the police station and file a report against you. So I'll be quite busy with that.
Wait, what? What do you mean you have to go to the police to file a report against me? What does that even mean?
Well, it means that since you assaulted me, I have a right to report you to the police for what you did to me. Do you understand? I go to the police. I tell them that I've been assaulted. I say that it was you, and then they arrest you and look into the incident. Does that make sense?
But wait, you can't be serious about this, right? I mean, you're my sister-in-law. I didn't mean for things to happen like this, but please, we're about to be family, so there's no point in doing this. You don't need to go this far, Hilda. It was just a little joke, that's all.
It certainly didn't feel like a joke when you punched me in the gut. And I have no intention of forgiving you for what you did to me either. We are going to take this to the court and solve this like adults.
So you're really going to sue me then? You're really going to have me arrested too? You know that I wasn't serious about the punch. Please, haven't you already done enough? Why do you have to go this far?
If you think that I'm buying a word that you're saying, you're dead wrong. Why don't you just own up to what you did like an adult?
If I admit what I did was wrong, will you let me go?
Well, now you're just admitting that the only reason you would apologize would be to let go. But it's way too late for that.
Of course it's not too late. Don't say that. Please. All I want to do is get married. You don't have to do this. I didn't even do anything to you. I just got a little carried away.
I would say that you were more than a little carried away. I mean, you literally hit me.
Well, I guess I did technically hit you, yes?
Well, there you have it. And I'm afraid that as long as he's with you, I want nothing to do with my brother either.
Please, I really didn't know about any of this at all. I had no idea that you were the president of Sam's company, and I had no idea that you could just take the offer away from him like that.
Well, it's all very true. But even if it wasn't, it still wouldn't make what you did okay in the slightest. You realize that, don't you? Especially after the shock you gave to everyone over what you did.
Shock? What do you mean? What did I do? Who did I shock?
Well, all of our relatives there who saw you punch me for one.
But I didn't think that anyone was looking at me when I did that.
You didn't think that people at a wedding weren't staring at the bride the entire time? You really are more stupid than I ever thought possible. In the end, the wedding between Sam and Lindsay ended up being canceled, and Sam called off the engagement. In return, I let him keep his job. I did, however, go through with the police report, and Lindsay was arrested for hitting me. Even her parents disowned her for what she did. She tried to beg me for help, but I blocked her number and never heard from her again. I did hear, however, that the police arrived at the wedding venue and arrested her in front of everyone.